now, ladies and gentlemen, for your further listening pleasure.
Hello, and we are back. This is Different Perspective, the podcast, and I am here with Tyler, Archie Rhodes, and me. Just call me Cliff for today. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes, Ty?
He's bullshitting.
I can hear you guys.
Is he?
I'm here.
I knew it. I told you he was fucking bullshitting.
What are you doing that?
He fucking started with his bullshit this morning.
Let's talk about that.
What was his bullshit?
Yeah.
Because I said good morning to everybody. He's like, what the fuck? Why you up so early? I was like, this motherfucker forgot. So I sent him a little screenshot of the fucking conversation, thinking that his ass was probably fucking still in bed or some shit. Like, no, he didn't forget.
Nope.
Which you still could have forgot because you live so close to where you record that you could have easily got over there.
Did you be honest?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't. I'm for real. You think that I would have been able to get up, leave, get here, and all that within 3 minutes?
Well, you might have been up already because you are an early riser. You do have children.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
I didn't forget. I can't forget about you guys, man. I can't do
That's
that.
a fucking lie. Because you forget about us all week when we're setting up the show.
I want to you know what? Let's do shout outs real quick. So shout outs to everybody that watches us. We appreciate the 2 views that we got last week. That was probably my mom because I told her I talked about her. And mom on the 2nd view.
Was it that bad?
Last week's episode wasn't very good.
I don't watch views, man. I keep telling you.
I don't either. I don't.
I just like to know. I just do like to know where we're at. Like this, the last week, last episode we put out, we beat the previous week in 24 hours.
You see what I'm saying? Why are you so focused on that shit?
Because we got the whole point is to get people to see this shit. We ain't doing this shit we're doing it for ourselves, but we want people to see it.
I get that, but don't focus on it because I feel then it takes your energy away. There's no need. It's gonna come. Trust me.
That's all I got, Cliff. You got other shit. I don't got nothing else.
You got plenty. You got stocks and bonds. You got Tesla stocks. You got a bunch of camping. You know what I'm saying?
I do have.
I keep telling him to get rid of those shits. He's not listening. He don't want to listen to me though.
What, the Tesla stocks?
Yeah.
What? Them shits be.
Let's talk about that. I don't think you should right now. Did y'all not see the testing last week?
The spaceship?
Yeah, the fucking ship. The ship blew up.
Bro, that's still a big deal.
But they also said they got a lot of positive shit out of it.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't expect for it to even work. Do you guys know the story about this? Like I read about him last week when my cousin, shouts to cousin James, he put me on. He was like, "Yo, this is about to take off." I was like, "All right, let me watch it."
Elon Musk?
Yeah, Elon Musk.
You didn't know about him?
I did, but not on the rocket. Like I didn't know that NASA paid him. I didn't know he got a contract from NASA. I thought NASA was the one that knew all of this shit. So
yeah, he's I know him more about when it comes to like the space exploration than anything else.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know shit. I didn't know anything. All I know is like I read up on him. So he went to Russia in 2001, and 2002. And he said, "Hey, Russia, I'd like to buy your missiles." And they were like, "Well, it's going to cost this much." Blah, 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 blah. But he was like, "I don't need the nukes." Long story short, fast forward, he was like, it'll be cheaper for him to create his own rockets. He brought a bunch of brains, figured it out. They started, shooting up rockets. Now, the important part about going to space is being able to come the fuck back.
That's
the
what
problem.
it is,
Landing. So a couple years ago, they were able to shoot a rocket and actually have it pinpoint, like just land on the side that it shoots from. Amazing.
Yep.
So they use propulsion and shit. You know what I'm saying? And last week's test was even more amazing because that's basically a starship, which would house like hundreds of people that they would send out. And they were able to literally just get it flipped around and start to land. Obviously, it blew up. A lot of people, it's a fail, but it really wasn't a fail because they identified so many with science. You know, you do a lot of these things, man, but it was pretty amazing. But back to Jay, don't sell those stocks because Tesla, because of that. Pew!
Oh yeah, that was the day I made 850. A lot of that was like 600 of that shit was Tesla. I have 10 Tesla stocks, so
how much are they per?
Right now it's at 16, I think.
Yo, let me borrow 700 real quick. You just told the world that be listening to us, you know, all 12 viewers, you know what I'm saying, that you made all that money.
Yeah, and then the next day I lost 600 of it. So it's an up and down, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but it's fun and it's exciting. You know what I mean? I since I started, I've made $3,000. So
you pulled out any?
Nope. It's a retirement fund. So say that again.
You're just gonna let that ride? Just keep it, you know?
Yeah, for the most. I mean, I might take it out for like a down payment of the house or whatever. But other than that, just I pay attention to it though, just in case shit starts to tank. Because I think I have 12 different investments.
Wow, you're pretty spread out.
Yeah, I have Rocket Mortgage, which is online mortgage, which is like they give rates in or estimates in like 8 minutes or something like that. So to me, that's like a futuristic type of company. That's where the world is going. Good investment. So they're like $20, $22 right now.
Okay. Afford that.
Say that again.
I said I can afford that.
Yeah, I have this other one called Acadia Holdings, which is an online gambling company. It's only legal in New Jersey, or was only legal in New Jersey before the election. They were looking to expand into 10 more states. Plus, there's a merger that's supposed to be happening with it.
What are you talking about?
What is it?
You said it was illegal before the election? What election? Presidential?
Yeah, the presidential election.
Oh.
So they were looking to get into 10 more states. I'm not sure whether that actually happened or not. There's supposed to be a merger coming. They're unlike DraftKings and like FanDuel lose money. Acadia is profiting. So, I'm in Pfizer.
Give it to don't give it to the people.
Huh?
Don't give your whole portfolio. We'll save that for next week.
Why not? Fuck it. I want people to make money, man.
Let them make money, but say, yo, he didn't give us all of it. Maybe we need to listen next week because he'll give us the rest of the portfolio. Give him crumbs, baby. Crumbs.
All right, I got it. I guess.
A whole meal up front, baby.
Keep them coming back.
Shout out there.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my brother. The day that we're most likely gonna post this, it's gonna be his birthday. So happy birthday to the old timer. He just keeps getting older. So happy birthday, Dave.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
How old?
He will be 40. No. Yeah, 47. 47.
Right. He's older than me. That's what's up. Yeah. All right. I like that. I like that.
You're old too, though.
Right. Any shout outs?
My guy Ray and Jose for my job. My boy Ian. We all met up just to go out and fuck around at the outlets and shit.
Rent them?
Grabbed a couple gifts. You know, I was active, so more than I can ask for these last few days. You know what I mean?
Did you wear a mask?
Yeah, didn't really have a choice.
Okay.
Fuck it.
Exclusive shit. Be a tie. Thank you. Nah, but I haven't been in Rentham, I don't think, in like literally 4 to 5 years. Any changes?
Yeah, it was a very long time since last time I went to. I don't even remember, honestly, because I don't remember what stores were there and what weren't there. A lot of the regular ones were there, but like I don't remember if there was a Prada there. I don't remember if there was a Moose Knuckle there. I don't remember. Gucci wasn't there. There's a Gucci there now.
No.
It's like there's more high end stores now.
I see.
Like higher end, you know.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. But
it
I have a
wasn't bad.
question.
You know, good experience. Yeah.
Was Mark Echo there? That used to be my shit back in the day.
Oh
Y'all
no, that's
know
not there anymore. Yeah,
Y'all
that's
know
gone.
Wow.
That's gone.
Mark Echo.
Nas's favorite gear back in the day for those hip hop heads.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I used to love Mark
Urban
Echo
wear.
gear.
You had a couple Mark Echo gear?
Yeah, with the graffiti shit, you know what I mean? He had all the graffiti stuff. He had the video game. Played the video game.
Wait a minute, what video
graffiti
game?
Video game?
Yep, PlayStation 2. Mark Echo's getting up.
Really?
Yep.
And you had it, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Wow. That was the one with the rhino.
Yep.
I bet you Scuba still got some of that shit.
Oh, Scuba definitely has Mark Echo.
Scuba.
Definitely.
Let's give a shout outs to Scuba for taking your shit, Jay.
Scuba is a hip hop head to full and full.
That's what's up. Seen this Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
I can't.
Ugly.
Can y'all do that? Random question.
I have to do it, and then I can do it. I can't just.
What about you, guy? Oh shit.
The left is a little harder, but
shout out to you even doing it. I gotta cheat.
Yeah, I have to. Me too. I'm
I gotta cheat.
People about to do that. And I'm like, hold on, let me get ready. Let's go.
That feels weird.
Do you think dudes on the West Coast get clowned if they have to cheat?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah. You can't be signing and not know how to sign.
Like straight out of kindergarten, it's like, yo, you don't know how to do the woo. There's no pledge allegiance. It's like, all right, guys, everyone stand up and go. It's like Star Trek. I'm a Trekkie.
I can do that.
Yeah, that's easy.
I can't do it. I'm like,
Dude,
I can't do it on my left.
Damn.
My hands is fucked, huh?
You must have been doing a lot of things.
So my shout outs for this week is I want to give a shout out to my doctors. So I'll tell the group because I was speaking to my dad about this. He's like, I watch your podcast. Actually, he's probably the second view. Right? Wow. But he goes, I was watching your podcast. I sound Russian. My father's not Russian. He's Haitian. But anyway, I was watching your podcast. I don't even sound like him. But anyway, and I was like, yeah. He's like, with everything you're dealing with, you should talk about what's going on. I was like, I was planning on that, Dad. But you know what? Since you said that, I'll talk about it. So for y'all that don't know, I'm 46 years old, Haitian male. And I just found out last week that I have high blood pressure, man. And I'm like, fuck. Because it's hereditary. Both have it. Mom has diabetes and shit too. But they have it controlled with medication and stuff. But with me, my problem is I'm a fat kid. I love eating outside. So I'm going to tell you some of my low trade secrets if you guys want to join the high blood pressure crew. What I used to do is wake up in the morning. I'd have a McGriddle. You know how much sodium a McGriddle has? 1,200 milligrams. A fun fact about sodium, you're only really supposed to have anywhere from 15, which is what they really want you to have, is 2,300 milligram. So the McGriddle got me there, like early.
Hell yeah.
And after that, there's lunch. I got to eat lunch. And I'm talking about something I did last week now. I don't know if y'all know, but the McRib is back. I love fucking McRibs. That was my shit. I don't remember how much McRib has, but my heart was like, and I was like, good. Cleaned it down with some soda. Boom. Now I'm heading home. I said, let me pick up my granddaughter. But before I pick her up, this is what I'm going to do. I got to go to the border. Do you guys know where the border is?
Taco Bell.
Damn right. I went to Taco Bell. I got my number 7, which is what is that? The chicken quesadilla. Quesadilla with the 2 tacos. I get one soft, one hard. Pause. Yeah, man. And then I get home and I eat my wife's cooking. So
damn, you were really are a fat kid. You make me look good.
Thanks. That's what I'm here to do. So one day, I'm just like, yo, I'm getting fucking headaches, which is why I have the Stevie Wonder glasses. I don't have a headache today, but I was looking at the video, and I was like, actually, it was one of the clips, not the video, because then that would have been 4 views. I was like, yo, I kind of like the look. Reminds me of Scott Zolak for anyone that watches 98.5 Sports Hub on TV, which I do. I know you can listen to the radio, but I like to watch people speak. That's just a thing I do, which we hope you guys do the same instead of just the audio. Watch us on YouTube. Different perspective, the podcast on all platforms because of Jay Scott and Scuba. Thanks to the white guys. The black guys will just benefit. So I'm like, hey, why is this happening like a lot? It's been 4 days in a row. I've been prone to just headaches. So I said, you know what? Instead of telling my dad and getting concerned, I'm going to go see my other doctor. Went to my other doctor, and she was like, hey, yeah, I think you have hypertension. I was like, fuck no. My body's looking still sexy. 46 out here. I could still throw a shot here and there. She took it like, nah, you have high blood pressure. Fast forward, went to the ER, did a whole bunch of things because I had tightness in the chest. I thought I was having a fucking heart attack. Wasn't a heart attack. But yeah, so now I'm on new medication. So ladies and gentlemen, long-winded story is this. Watch what you eat. We'll put a link. Well, I'll have Steve put a link. And that's not my heart eating. That's this guy's fucking beeping.
This is Transformer.
We're going to fix that shit. Maybe Ty will have to go out there. We'll both go out there. Right? Fix that. But watch what you eat. We'll put a link on our page so you guys can see what it is because it's kind of scary. And I'm a son of a doc, which is funny because that's something that Jay Scott created for me. You should see the tag coming soon on the Cliff Notes project. The amount of sodium that's just in everything. It's crazy. So what I tell to everyone, even if you're not my age, you don't have it yet or have it at all or close to it or whatever, just watch the amount of sodium that you put in food because it already has salt. They say you're supposed to put less than 2 teaspoons per day, which equals out to 15 and 2,300 milligrams of salt. But look what I ate. And if you eat that type of shit, I don't know.
You forced it, though.
You did force it.
You forced it bad.
Holy shit. If I had a McGriddle in the morning, I probably wouldn't eat again until like 5.
What?
But that's just me.
Fam,
yeah, I only eat like twice a day.
10 minutes.
Yo, people get on me because I used to go to Taco Bell a lot. I used to probably go 3 to 5 times a week just because it's the best.
Down the street.
Well, one is down the street, but exactly. I get out of work at 11 o'clock, so at 11:30, it's the best option out of what's open. So I would go there all the time. People are like, yo, how are you not fucking super fat? Da, da, da. And I'm like, well, I shit a lot, so. but you ate out 3 times in one day and ate home cooking? That's wild. I would never.
That's beast.
Yeah.
Shouts to you.
Yeah.
Not really, Ty.
you sound like you should be bigger than the both of us.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But I think the coffee is the way I keep my sexy on. You know what I'm saying? Keeps me regular.
How much you weigh? Like 180?
No. 225.
Oh, all right. You're a little bit bigger than me.
But my goal now, honestly, because I cleaned up my garage. I got the elliptical there. Just got to clean up a couple more things. I'm going to the depot, I think, this week. I'm going to buy an electrical heater so I got to exercise. That's something that I used to do, but I used to only just to play football or sports because that was our prerequisite. They're like, bro, hey, you're not going to lift. You're not hitting the fucking field. I'm like, what the fuck, coach? Like, I don't need to lift. But
yeah, I was like that a lot.
You had to lift too?
No. Well, like we did, but I'd do it. I'd half-ass it.
Me too.
And then sometimes I would actually, go hard, but I should have lifted a lot more.
Me too. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, but I didn't, and it's okay.
Right.
We're teaching the people to learn from our mistakes, and
right.
that I would say the the good thing that came out of this is obviously I'm not dead, which is great.
That's a plus.
But more importantly is that my kids, because I kind of share everything with my kids. My daughter, who never eats anything, always eats like outside food, and we're like, no. So, but we'll get like Purdue fresh chicken, so we'll bake it or whatever for her. But it still has some preservatives. Ate chicken that we made last night for the first time in her life. Literally. Crazy.
That's good. I mean, she gets it a little bit.
Back in the day, she was a fat little baby. She used to eat everything under the moon. And then one day her brain was like, nah, man, I ain't eating that shit.
How old is she?
It's turning 9 in January.
They say every 7 years your shit changes.
Really?
That's what they say, yeah. Like your like taste. I don't know if it's your taste. There's something that changes every 7 years that like changes like what you like to eat and shit like that.
I'm happy. So she was like, Dad, I ate that. And then she was like, let me try orange. And I don't know if it's, remember I've told y'all gotta raise your kids with fear. Like I think the fear of like, I always tell my kids, hey, listen, you need to do that. Like I had my tooth pulled, like this was like maybe years ago. And I tell my son, yo, you gotta brush your teeth before you go to sleep, or the sugar bugs are gonna eat your teeth. And he thinks it's a joke. So I showed him. I was like, yo, you don't want to be like Dad? And he's like, oh. Now he's into it. The next thing I gotta figure out is he's a cookie monster. I'm trying to explain to him what diabetes is, because that boy loves some cookies, man. Like he'll eat a sleeve of like Oreos. It's out of control. I got to hide shit. He be sneaking shit in his room. I got real world problems over here, guys.
Yo, so Leia's about to be 9. CJ's how old?
7.
7. Is that child labor age for the snow? Like, are they gonna be out there shoveling?
Here's my problem. If they were born when I was born, where there was a lot of fucking psychos and crazies out there, I would have shovel people's areas. I just don't trust the world anymore, man.
Well, no, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about your shit.
I have a snowblower. Yeah. Maybe, you know what, though? That's a good point. Maybe they can do like the stairs or something light. Maybe they'll clean up where the dog is going to eventually shite.
Yeah.
You know? Which, yo, anyone listening to this, fuck pets. Another child.
Of course.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
My girl's sister got a rabbit, and she's like, "Oh, it's so cute." And that's what she complains about that shit every day now. Yo, yeah, they're cute, but they're a pain in the fucking ass.
This motherfucker wants to get up every morning, and now she's 6-7 months, so she got some energy. She wants to go out to play. I'm like, yo, it's 20 degrees right now. Yeah. You went for your morning walk. Get your ass in the house.
Kids and pets is a lot. Kids and pets is a lot. That's why if I get a dog, it has to be a big dog. Because if I have like a Pomeranian or some shit like that, I'm gonna boot that shit.
Yes.
Every day.
Absolutely.
Every day.
Absolutely.
Here, Peter sponsors. These are jokes.
Kind of.
But yeah, if I have a big dog, you know what I mean? I know he's gonna be cool and he's gonna be like me.
Unless you get like a boxer, them shits is hyper as fuck.
Nah, John got a boxer. Louis be chilling, man.
Yeah.
Louis be chilling.
I don't know. I think because I'm trying to think. I've probably met. I don't know if met's the word, but I've probably encountered like a handful of boxers, and they were all mad hyper.
Yeah. I mean, if you get him on play, then yeah. But in the house, he's great.
I want a pit bull. I love pit bulls. I just like the way they look.
Yeah, pit bulls are cool. I'm over pit bulls.
I
said I want a mastiff. I want a fucking.
God damn, you want a big
Corso.
dog?
Yeah, I want a Cane Corso. That's what I want.
Hold on, I got Google what that is because I don't know what that is.
I just know mastiffs are big. I don't know what that type of mastiff is, but
I want a Cane Corso.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is it like a horse?
Nah, it's not like a horse, but it's a fucking. That shit's a problem.
It doesn't make sense, Ty. Why?
Because I'm a big dude and I need a big dog. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
got a big house, motherfucker.
I like to be different too. You know what I mean? I like to be different. I don't want to have a Rottweiler. I don't want to have no fucking.
Goddamn. Actually, I've seen those before. Those are nice dogs.
My God.
Oh yeah, it's a big motherfucker.
It looks like a pit bull, but it's a lot bigger.
It's a lot bigger. Yeah, but fucking So the first time I seen one was my uncle Daryl, which is actually the uncle that was working on the vents at the job.
Yeah.
So I didn't know it was just a big ass fucking enclosure in the backyard, right? But it was like sheets or some shit over it. So fucking like I'm walking up to it, and I think like he pulled he was just like doing his thing. So it wasn't like he was telling me, oh, like let me show you this. He was just doing his daily shit, and fucking pulled the sheet off of it. This big fucking massive ass King Corso fucking standing there. I'm like, oh shit. Took me by surprise. The paws are they're like this, bro. Like fucking big fucking diesel ass dog. I'm like, yo, this shit is scary.
What do one of those run?
I don't know. At least $2,000. At the very least $2,000.
Yeah, it has to, because like that's a big ass dog.
It's a big ass dog. You know what I mean? They don't live long, I don't think, but I wouldn't want it for like 30 years. I don't want no dog for like 10, 15 years anyways, bro.
But you don't get attached to the dog.
I was gonna say, you say that. You're gonna get attached to it anyway.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I don't want it to die like a fucking child, you know what I'm saying? Be like, you know, we had a good run together. You know what I'm saying?
That's just too big. Because if it decides, you know, I'm fucking you up.
I got a bat. I'm gonna have a bat and something else, man.
The aluminum.
Yo, should we tell him about how Brick thinks he can fucking kill a bear?
Yeah. I got one of my very good friends thinks that he can kill a bear.
It's very specific. It's an average sized female black bear.
Yeah.
He said he could take it.
You didn't see the Revenants with Leo?
That was a grizzly.
That's a grizzly.
Leo,
he knows he ain't fucking with no grizzly. But
okay. Yeah.
Even my thing is animal instinct, like animalistic instincts and shit are like completely different than humans. You know
Brick is a very large human. He's a very large human.
He's a large human, but that's still a bear. You know what I mean? Like even like if a bobcat was to jump on him and shit, that shit is gonna fuck Brick up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's gonna suck. So like if a female black bear is mad, you know what I'm saying? Like that strength that you think that you're gonna have when your adrenaline's pumping is probably gonna be like 10 times more in that bear. So
I'm looking at one now. Nah, he's losing.
Because they're listed at like 150 pounds or something like that.
But okay, that's fine. What about the claws?
He said he would have to have a Rambo knife.
So what's his plan? To be thrown in a cage with a Rambo knife?
I mean, still 150 pounds is for an animal is pretty large.
And that, like you said, Ty, the animal instinct is just going to kick in.
It's a funny debate that we've had at work for months.
I need him on. Just for that, nothing else. Just for that. Ready with the bear. Like, we got to figure that out. Y'all guys.
He's pretty confident in that.
He's very.
But that's
confident.
cool. You know what I'm saying? Confidence is dope. You know, but
reality hits.
Yeah, right. It's like, yo, this is a bear.
Confidence is dope until you get 21 forward in a versus battle.
Oh yeah, that was bad. Yo, so speaking of that, right? So speaking of that, since this is the contradiction shit that I be talking about.
Let's go.
They don't want to do Lauryn Hill versus Beyonce because of styles and
it's not a battle. It's not a battle with the judges that we have.
Whatever.
Nobody's picking Beyonce. Nobody.
Whatever.
That is insane.
Whatever. I did, like I said to him earlier, I did a Justin Bieber versus Miguel, which should have been whatever. But they just did a producers battle, right? They had The Dream, Which he's all right. You know what I mean? He's made some solid music. But you know who they put him against?
Who?
Kanye West.
Who? Wait a minute. The new Kanye West?
Kanye West. When I seen that, I was like, hold on. What the fuck? And then
but
like,
the person with the dream
happen.
The person with the dream was adamant about being the dream. Like people tried to talk him out of it. People tried to allow him to switch. And the person that we're in question is the person that we've mentioned before, yes. Lexi, he's very confident in himself, but he's very overconfident. People tried to get him not to do it. He was insistent on doing it, and he got 21-4 in the fucking battle.
Okay, and one of the songs he used wasn't even a dream song.
Well, that's where the 1 came from. It would have been 20-5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, you guys can't be letting stuff like that happen, man. That is bad.
These people that you call friends, they're just work friends, right? Like they're doing a lot of members. This don't make no sense.
Oh man.
Let's call them acquaintances from now on.
It was funny. When I was like, this is gonna be a massacre. I'll be surprised if he gets.
So I ended up making scorecards for these, so that way people aren't waiting on other people's votes and like judging off of other people. So we do a silent vote scorecard now.
That's better.
I'm glad we did it that way, because if it hadn't been that way, I would have gave out sympathy votes. And I had fucking Kanye from round 8 to the end. It was bad, bro.
That's not a versus battle anymore.
No, hell no. That's
around round 15. They're like, we're doing 25 no matter what, and I laughed.
Yo, how did he feel? Like, what was he saying? Was he mad at all or anything?
No.
Wow.
No. He couldn't be.
He wasn't.
How
like,
could he be
what?
mad? No, he couldn't be.
He couldn't. Okay.
I think if we had the voice vote still, he would have been, because it would have been some songs. Like you could tell when he looked at the cheats, he's like, "There's a couple songs." I'm like he played like Beyonce and Meg Thee Stallion back to back. I'm like, yo, you're really playing for Jess's vote, because nobody else is voting for that.
Yes.
It's funny, man. It's funny. It makes work fun.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That does.
You ain't doing that.
No,
ain't doing that.
I wouldn't do it.
She has a whole, like, it's not fair anymore, because a lot of artists, which I still respect, and people are like, oh, it's helping ghostwriting. It's like, shut the fuck up. They're putting a product out, right? Beyonce has a team. And then when the team is done creating the product, she comes out and puts her spice, which is sings it.
Right.
It does the performance. There's no competition, man. I'm sorry. I would have been biased, and that's my problem. If there's a bias with someone, like if someone's like, "Oh, Jay-Z verse," I'm like, "Why? Why even? What are we talking about?"
We beat Jay-Z. Me and Tyler beat Jay-Z.
With who?
Biggie.
Never.
Yes.
Never.
Yep. We did it.
Happened.
I need the sheet. Where's the sheet?
Yo, so Give Me the Loot, right?
Of course.
Is Big Pimpin' better than Give Me the Loot?
No, it was Bonnie and Clyde.
No.
That's what went up.
Bonnie and Clyde was against fucking.
No.
Yes.
You have it backwards, bro.
One More Chance. Stay With Me.
No.
One More Chance is forever the #1 classic of just hip hop. Period. Regardless of the record.
It was Give Me the Loot against Bonnie and Clyde. I'm telling you right now. I'll put money on it right now.
03 Bonnie and Clyde.
They tried to put 03 Bonnie and Clyde against Give Me the Loot, and then argued when Give Me the Loot won.
But
what did
how many rounds?
What did Thing go against then?
It's not enough. There's not enough big record. Look, we got to do the verses now. We're gonna do it right now.
What did what the fuck? What did I just say?
You got your iPad with you, right?
Yeah.
Yo, I think the picture of the list is in the chat. From Jay-Z, I think it is. No, maybe not. Actually,
no, we didn't.
It was all there.
Yeah, you didn't send it to me.
No. I'm not our versus battle chat.
I would allow.
But anyway,
well, the problem was
Big Pimpin'. It was Big Pimpin'.
I'm telling you, it wasn't. I'll put money. I'm telling you,
So
I'll
what
put
did
money
Big
on it
Pimpin'
right
go
now.
against?
I don't know, but it wasn't that. It was 03 Bonnie and Clyde. I will put money on it. You will have to buy me dinner tonight if I'm right.
Give me the loot wins though.
Yes, but the people that were controlling Jay-Z argued it.
Again, because they're young little kids.
No, these were our coworkers. They're not young little kids. They're like 30 years old.
And they lose their pop. Like they don't. No.
One of them is also the guy that didn't know the song "Twins" by Fat Joe when I played it in my Fat Joe battle.
See, certain people shouldn't have.
So I said
about politics. Certain people need to be tested in order to be able to vote. You can't just let everybody vote.
So my thing was, I said Jay-Z would have beat Biggie. I said Jay-Z beats Biggie 11-9 in 20 songs, right? One of our co-workers was being disrespectful and said that Jay-Z would beat Biggie like 14-6 or some shit like that. And I'm like,
that's insane.
Out of Big's 20 best songs, he doesn't have a lot. I was like, but even if we was to put like Ready to Die up against anything of Jay-Z, he's getting at least 6, 7 just off that fucking album.
I agree with that
alone. You know what I mean? I was like, when I sat there and I really went through the music, I'm like, damn, he doesn't have a lot. I was like, but Ready to Die is fucking unbelievable. Like that shit is crazy. And
the intro.
Yo, we won off it, and we won one, right? Off the intro.
I don't think so.
No, but my idea of the battle would have been, or how I would have did it was, I wouldn't have used anything past like 05 for Jay-Z if I'm going against Biggie. That's just me personally. I think that's where Jay-Z's best music was from. Like I think anything after 05, it was just him just not trying to stay relevant, because he didn't really fold into the bullshit that started to change music and all that.
I see what you mean.
But at least like the best work from Jay-Z came before that. And they were just playing stuff, and I'm like, I even said to Jay, I was like, they're not serious, right? Like they're not playing this shit. Like this is not supposed to be. And it just didn't turn out the way that they wanted.
The best part about it, right, was so when we were discussing this battle before it actually came to, I was like, to make it fair, Biggie only has 3 albums, we'll say. He has a double album, he has a single album, and then he's got features.
We'll say 2.
2. All right. Yeah.
It's so really, I said, all right. So I said 2 or 3. I said, to me, I understand why Jay-Z's not in my personal best list. It's just but I understand why he's in most people's. Like he's very consistent. He's been relevant for 30 years. I get all that. I'm not discrediting him at all. But he has 30 years worth of music, right? So I said, or maybe it's like 25. I'm like, to make it fair, it should be Jay-Z's first 2 to 3 albums and any features during that time. That's the most fair way to me to compare him to Big, because other than that, you're saying Big would have never evolved from what he was. They refused to do it. They refused. They were like, nope, we're going to use all of his music. So Tyler's like, fuck it, let it happen. So I was like, all right. So I'm going in expecting to lose, but they didn't play Jay-Z's 20 best songs. They tried to play to the judges. So they were playing all mainstream shit.
Yeah.
And they lost.
That's what.
And then the best part was they tried to say they didn't play to the judges. So I said, so those, in your opinion, with Jay-Z's 20 best songs, I don't even like Jay-Z like that, and I know those weren't his 20 best songs. It was funny. It was comedy.
Yeah, it was tough, because then there was like, you got the judges, which like Jess and Blexy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But we still had Brick, our guy Santos, and
Lou.
And Lou. Yeah. So there were still people that were like listening to the music. And then Santos and Brick, they're on top of that shit. They know it. So I'm like, those are 2 solid votes that would be voting for the better song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got 3 people that might swing it, but those are 2 solids that will vote for the better song. And I want to say, for the most part, those 2 voted the same way every time. So I'm like, yeah, whatever.
remember the conversation when you guys first started telling me the verses that you were doing. I thought it was dope. I was like, this is pretty cool. But it's not cool if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's real. This is Ready to Die. For me, no one ever did an intro like that. But okay, we'll leave it at. Number 2, Things Done Change.
That whole album from top to bottom is amazing.
It's probably it might be the greatest rap album.
It's a fully complete album.
Yes.
Give me
it's probably the greatest rap album ever.
Warning. One More Chance. Like
I think we only played 4 songs off of it too.
What? Yeah. See, I can't be there.
But that's because we didn't have we had other songs listed. We just didn't have to play them.
We just didn't have to play it, man.
We had Everyday Struggle listed that we didn't play. We had all right, so we played Who Shot Ya, Unbelievable, Give Me the Loot, Juicy. We played those 4. We didn't play The What. We didn't play Everyday Struggle. What happened?
The What is one of my favorite records.
Yep, we didn't play that. We didn't play Everyday Struggle.
We played Dreams. We played Dreams.
What's Dreams? Oh yeah, we did play Dreams.
We played Dreams. But like it was like I said, I expected a whole lot of different stuff that they were gonna play because I was like, yo, this shit's gonna be. I went in there expecting to lose too, mainly because I'm like, Jay just has some shit, like just crazy shit.
Blueprint.
And right, I'm like, it would pull out a lot of our best shit. So I'm like, I don't see us losing. I mean, I don't see us winning. But when they were playing 03 Bonnie and Clyde and Big Pimpin' and fucking, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. But
you remember what I told you about my brother Gene? He likes rap. He likes radio rap.
Yeah.
I'm saying, so that's what he would have played.
So he would be a bad vote? Is that what you're saying?
Horrible.
Yeah. Be a bad vote.
Not as my witness. Hold on. Can I show y'all this screen? Hold on. This morning, he says to me, or to our group chat, he says, FYI, the new Busta Rhymes is official.
I've heard that.
I have also heard that.
No, but listen to this. Your brother says, what? Nigga, you listen to Busta? Why? And then he says, why? Yeah, why? That's because he don't really listen to Busta. Okay. So that's not his world. You know what I'm saying? Like hip hop is, he says he claims it through rap. And the rap is more top 40 rap.
That was Tyler had that argument. He said hip hop died. What did you say? Hip hop died in the 90s?
Hip hop died.
Or hip hop doesn't exist. Hip hop doesn't exist outside of New York. That's what he said.
It don't.
When they introduced, and I kind of blame Biggie for this, so just ride with me on this one. When Biggie, off his first album, which is crazy, he had the formula, which is One More Chance.
Well,
and he added R&B and hip hop and made a classic. Years later, record producers was like, we need to copy that formula because we can get people that like R&B music and singy type of music and hip hop. Let's fuse them together and let's make music. Yeah. And that took off.
Yeah.
Because that then captured other people and brought people into hip hop.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Instinctful in anyway.
And that was the thing. Like, I was watching a documentary and they were talking about that. Like, Biggie was the first one to make hip hop sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like now that shit was hard enough for dudes to listen to, but also like sexy enough for women to listen to. So it just was like a completely, like, that shit changed everything. It changed everything. And on top of that, it's a fucking great song.
It's an amazing record.
Amazing song. Amazing.
What's great is the fact that you can still play it now.
Easy.
Like,
I was saying, like,
Ready to Die on my way to work today.
I was telling somebody, I was like, I can listen to old shit like that and still get like goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like this shit is real. And I was explaining this shit in our group chat, like I can feel hip hop. I can't feel music nowadays. Like, this shit's just too, too just, I don't know. I can't even call it.
Is it fair to say there's no like true emotion, soul,
Right.
there's no real stories. There's not stories. There's no like when Biggie was saying what he was saying in there, he was taking life experiences and adding it to music.
Right.
And again, it goes back to what you were saying, Ty. It makes it relatable.
Right.
It's like, ooh. Like even remember that record, and I'm shocked y'all probably they didn't play this either. Was that joint with Biggie and R.Kelly? I'm fucking you tonight.
Yeah.
When you heard
yeah.
And another one.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
But that's and it's tough, man. Because like I said, like music is so different now, and like music then, like I said, it was just real. It was just real. Nowadays, it's just like people are just rapping, and you know what I mean. Like it just doesn't have the same sound. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really raw. Like you can listen to music from back then, and you can hear all the imperfections. Like that's what the best. Like that's why people like records, like the records, wax records and shit. Like you can hear all the imperfections in music. Nowadays, everybody wants it to be perfect. It can't have anything wrong with it. But it's, I don't know, man. Fucking music is very, very, very. It's evolved. I don't like where it's gone.
But that's why I tell people all the time. That's why I fuck with Kevin Gates, because he's the closest to me. He's the closest thing to like making music through experience and shit like that. Like he's a real fucking dude. Like based off of what I've looked into him and shit like that. Like a lot of his music is from shit that he's experienced. Like people think he's weird. People don't like his style because he's from the South. Whatever it is, but at the end of the day, I think he's one of the realest fucking dudes that are out.
The boy's a little too much sometimes, bro.
He's a little weird, but he's only.
I don't use that word weird anymore, because that people think things are weird because you don't have experience with it. So I try to remove that word or saying, because let's say. Like my son, actually, I'll use a great example, and Jay, you'll appreciate this. So he goes, Dad, you want to hear something crazy? And I was like, what? He's like, this guy that he makes art. I was like, really? What do you mean? He's like, so what he does is he puts a canvas, and I was proud that he said canvas, but he said canvas on a screwdriver. Mm-hmm. He throws on it and he spins it. And I sent that to you too, Jay. I was like, yo, look at this. He goes, that's not art. That's weird. And I was like, it is. I was like, it's not really weird. It's just a different way of creating art. And he looked at me like, whatever, dude. Like
that is a good way to put it, though. That anything that people don't have experience with is weird, because like the shit that Kevin Gates, like talking about eating chicks' ass and shit. A lot of people don't fucking eat ass, so they're like, oh, he's a fucking weirdo. But for me, that's normal shit. It's normal everyday shit.
Pun intended.
Man, fucking okay.
I'm doing that shit.
What the fuck? I don't even know what to say to that.
Hey, man.
I might do all that, but I eat here. That's one drive-through I'm not going through, baby.
One of my favorite things to say to people is, if you ain't eating your girl's ass, I'm taking your girl.
Oh, you steal your girl, your Trey Songz out here?
I'm about to murder him too.
Trey Songz?
Yeah.
You don't have enough. He disappointed me.
What do you mean?
His music changed a lot. He lost the feeling too. You remember his basic "Shorty, where you at?" Dun, 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 "Shorty, where you at?" Like he don't have the simple. It's got to be. I just don't like extra, like music that's got to be extra. Like you're trying to pack. Oh, let's talk about this and this and this.
He started to appeal to the women. He started to use that sex shit. Cause like his first album, like that whole "Just Gotta Make It" shit, like it wasn't like all this other shit that he got out. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like that. It was real humble, you know, and it was relatable. Now it's just like. It's just, I don't know. Like his last record that the last thing that he just came out with wasn't bad. You know, I listen to it from time to time. But I'm not big on like sexual R&B like that. Like I'll listen to it, but it can't be too raunchy.
That's why you hate on the Weeknd, huh?
Huh?
That's why you hate on the Weeknd, huh?
No, the Weeknd just gets annoying. His voice is just annoying. It's like I can listen to a hook from the Weeknd. I can't listen to a whole song.
Really?
Shit is like, I'm like, all right, bro. Oh my god.
That right there, I want Ty just saying I can't listen to, and then what you think?
Yeah, man, I can't. You know what I mean? It's like there's always just one note with him. It's like, all right, bro, I get it. You know, I'm not saying he doesn't make, like I've said he's made solid music, but he's not one of my guys.
What about R. Kelly's TP2?
I'm not a real big R. Kelly fan like that. Like my favorite songs from R. Kelly is like The Greatest, Turn Back the Hands of Time, shit like that, where he's not talking about fucking oiling you down and all that extra ass shit. Like I don't need like that. It's all good. The song's not bad. It's just I'm not gonna be chilling, riding, listening to this shit. You know what I mean? There's some songs that I could fuck with, but I don't know.
Are you TP2 guy?
I don't even know TP2 to be honest with you.
Wait a minute. If you like The Weeknd,
yeah, you're gonna like TP2.
I might. I'm not good with like names and shit like that and albums and shit like that. It's very rare that I can remember.
And R. Kelly has a lot of fucking.
Yeah, I probably have heard it. I don't know, but
you've definitely
heard
it.
Something I know off the top of my head.
Yeah, you definitely heard it.
I have to work with that and tell me what you think. Before you do that, though, I hope you're capable, because there's a lot of people that don't have that capability of just removing his actions and not applying it to his music.
No, a lot of people can't do that. I've been trying to do an R. Kelly one. I mean, even though R. Kelly would probably fucking smash, I mean, anybody probably, but
I think so.
But I've been wanting to do it. You know what I mean? Like people think that Usher, I think Usher like smashed Chris Brown. And I'm like, I don't think Usher would smash Chris Brown, but I mean, fine. But I mean, if you think that he's smashing Chris Brown, then put Usher up against R. Kelly. You know what I mean? If he's smashing him, but nobody wants to do it. So
Kel's got records,
and that's the shit I'm talking about. They don't want to do Beyonce versus Lauryn Hill, but they won't do a fucking R. Kelly verse thing. That I think would be entertaining. Usher versus R. Kelly, that's solid. You know what I mean? It's not bad. Really it's not terrible.
I got some sleepers with Usher too that people probably never like listen to, because I just listened to his whole albums. Like,
yeah, but the problem with 5 or 6. The problem with our crowd is if somebody plays a song that's on the radio against your sleeper, the song that's on the radio is going to get the fucking vote.
That's what I'm saying. Then
it depends on who the judges are, though.
Yeah,
that's you know what? You know what's crazy? That's why I like when Nas, Santos, and Ray vote, because I forget what battle I did with them, and they voted against like some of my mainstream stuff to the other person's like low, like obscure shit. I forget what battle it was, but I was like, oh, because Santos would be like, yo, I'm kind of feeling this though. I'm kind of, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's fair. You know what I mean?
Are there records that they've never heard before, and then they decide right there and then that they like that better than say a record that they know?
Yeah, like even like we did 112 versus Jagged Edge, and I was 112. I thought that I would lose, just based on like all the shit that Jagged Edge has, and like my opponent didn't play a lot of the Jagged Edge shit that I would have played. That I knew I was like, yeah, I'd get that. I'll get that. But he didn't play it, so I ended up pulling it off. But there were songs that I knew people didn't hear, just because like I'm like, fuck, I'm going against Jagged Edge. 112 has music, but enough like bangers to mess with Jagged Edge, not really. So I had a couple of just not throwaways, but songs that I liked off of certain albums that I played, and I'm like, people probably never heard of them, but he was like, yo, I'm kind of fucking with that. You know what I mean? I like that.
I respect that because they're listening.
Right.
They're listening.
Right.
Well, he is. That person is. Anyway, did you get to play that record featuring Beanie Siegel, Dance With Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I played it.
That's my shit. Beanie Siegel, we're talking about.
There was a lot of controversy with Peaches and Cream, though.
Why?
Want to talk about that?
Yes.
Because you went up against, you put it up against, what did it go against?
I don't remember.
It was a very well known Jagged Edge song.
Was it Where the Party At? No, it wasn't Where's the Party At.
It might have been.
Was it?
Might have been.
Might have been, yeah.
It was either that or it was another one that was very well known. Yeah. I voted for Peaches and Cream because I love Peaches and Cream. I think that song's fucking great.
But a few people felt like that was like a travesty. I'm like, really? Like that's Peaches and Cream.
Like the person using Jagged Edge was mad at me because they're like, "Yo, you picked 112 mad times." I'm like, well, based on what you fucking played, I like the song better, so that's what I fucking picked. Like he literally thought it was that deep that because he beat me in a different battle that I was like holding a grudge and voting against him just to vote against him. I was like, what? I'm like, it's not that deep, buddy.
The versus battles, they be getting real, man.
They're intense, man. They're intense.
They are, and like I like to bait people. I like talking shit. You know, I'm like the negative Nancy in the group chat because, like, you know, drama brings entertainment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't shake your fuck. Don't shake. You're the biggest fucking troll I know. You're the biggest troll I know. You're the biggest troll I know. It might not be in the group chat, but you know what the fuck I'm talking about. You be trolling the fuck out of people.
Question. So you guys do the group chat. So when you guys do these verses, are you guys converging? Are you together or is it just like text?
We're together. We're together. We actually play the song. We're all there.
And we play the song. We play like 30 to 45 seconds of the song.
Jay, you control the Twitter. You tweet the different perspective Twitter account, right?
Yeah. Tyler's supposed to control it.
I'm supposed to do it, yeah.
Okay. So whoever, next time you guys do it, let people know this is what's going on. But do polls, right?
Oh, yeah, that's...
And let's see what Twitter says. Because at least
we only have 15 people on fucking Twitter. I don't know how to get Twitter followers.
I don't know. Yeah, we watched the video on how to do it, but it was like confusing.
Twitter's a tough one.
That shit is.
This is why I'll give you a cheat code. So with Twitter, a lot of people tend to find these topics to talk about based off of hashtags, right? So that you don't have to keep hashtagging. Have the hashtags prepared. So you'll say versus, the name of the two artists, a couple of the songs, and then when you say, all right, round one, who do you pick? This person, and then hashtag it, it's gonna come up on itself. And regardless, even if you get one or two people, it'll still be nice to go back and follow and see who.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People
we can do that tonight. We can take the list of the old battles and we'll do
it. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Just because what you guys are telling me is a travesty that you're saying that someone thought, hold on, that you took a grudge because they beat you and applied it to the new verse.
Yeah. It was crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
Because the battle in question too, because he's beaten me a couple times and they've all been close. So he beat me in the Travis Scott Post Malone. He beat me in the Jim Jones and Fat Joe, and the Mobb Deep in the Locks. But that was me and Tyler, and that was our very first battle that we ever did. And yeah, so the other two came down to the last song or the last song, pretty much. It came down to the last vote, and I felt like I should have won the Post Malone one based on the song that lost, the last song that lost, because it's probably my favorite Post Malone song. I think it's a great song. I Fall Apart.
Okay.
So I'm like, I didn't think anybody would vote against it. Apparently I was wrong. Whatever. And then the Fat Joe shit, my only argument was some of Jim Jones' lesser known songs beat some of Fat Joe's best verses ever. So I was like, that's crazy to me. And this was, like I said, they didn't know twins and yada, yada, yada. So, like, I voiced my opinion, but I was like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, it's not that deep. I just don't think people know music. Some people don't know music as well as they say they do.
As you guys are talking, and I'm thinking, I really think we have a product that I haven't seen or heard of anyone really doing, is creating this verse at work, and then, again, use the hashtags and then tag the actual artist Because if the artist is like, wait a minute, who's versing? What's going on? Like, this, and then find out, wait a minute, you think this dude beat me? Because this is what Versuz is really supposed to be. And then somewhere along the line, people got nervous. So like, it's a competition. We're celebrating the culture. Blah, 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 blah. I.e., I don't want to lose your friendship because my music or my catalog is better than you. But if some randoms are doing this on a Twitter, they might, like it here and there.
Yeah, you're right.
Follow this.
We're gonna get on it tonight. A lot
of tweets coming out tonight.
Oh yeah, we got another battle tonight too.
That you say this person, because you can change the yes or no to the person's name. They can select that, and then the polls will be shot out. I think that'll be fire.
And then now Twitter does threads, so I'm sure we could do the artist, and then I think we could probably even do each individual song under that and have it all be connected.
Yeah.
And then you know what? If again, I don't know, time pending, you can copy a hyperlink from a YouTube in case you have people, because there's a lot of them that don't know classics, which is insane to me. But it's okay.
But then me and Tyler get looked at like we're the out of date old men because we like they had me do my top 10 favorite hip hop artists, and I had 8 people from New York, 1 from Philadelphia, and 1 from New Orleans.
Who's from Philly?
Vinny Paz.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my guy. I've been listening to that dude for 15 years, bro. That's my guy.
Over Meek.
Yes.
Over Beans.
Yes. I just relate to him more. That's all. I'm not saying nothing bad about Meek or Beanie. It was my personal.
This was a
top
favorite. 10. This was a favorite. It wasn't like best. It wasn't.
But you don't have to really explain yourself because, like Ty said, that's your favorite. And people that might be like, this dude's crazy, might just say, let me see what the hell this Vinny Paz is. They might say, oh shit.
I did a battle with him. I think I put some people onto a couple things.
It was a couple songs.
I think it's just dope shit. And I think that idea right there would be pretty cool. It's a different perspective versus, you know what I mean? I think that should be fire. You got something.
Maybe we have a little segment. Because I think we spent a little too much time on it this week because we're down to probably about a half hour, 45 minutes left in the show.
Oh yeah,
and we've already spent mad time on this in the past. So we probably went a little overboard this week. But we could probably make a little 5 to 10 minute segment every week on Versus battles.
100%. Because then the day all the work will be done when you guys are at work.
Yeah, it's already done.
Getting paid to work.
Quick question for y'all. I'm gonna set it up. All right, so y'all, I don't know if you guys know, but there's this little thing called COVID that's out there in these streets.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think it's a big deal, right? And I was like, oh, okay. Seems like I'm not the only one that think it's a big deal. It looks like, have you guys ever heard of this guy called Tom Cruise? Watch any Tom Cruise movies or videos? Right, so it's like Tom Cruise himself.
Jack Reacher.
What's your favorite Tom Cruise movie?
Mine?
Impossible, just because it's too easy. I think what's that one where he got into a bad accident with that shorty in the beginning? I think it was his ex-wife, one of his ex-wives. Oh my god, how can it be my favorite? I can't remember.
I don't know. My favorite one is when he's the lawyer. He's a lawyer. It's not Cruel Intentions. It's a throwback though. I can't remember what it is either. It's a throwback.
I got Collateral. Collateral is my favorite Tom Cruise movie.
Collateral.
That movie's fucking dope.
Yeah, I can't think of the name.
Firm. You're talking about The Firm.
The Firm. Yep. The Firm. Fire. Dope ass movie.
Where is it?
You still looking for yours?
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyway, let's move on because you guys said the thing. Right, so this guy's real pissed. He's pissed about COVID. As you know, he's currently recording another Mission Impossible, I think number 7.
Yeah.
And as you may or may not know, it's been shut down 3 times because COVID. And this is him ranting. Let me see if I can get this cued. for you guys, and let me know what you guys think about this. As first, I gotta let this little thing. Do you think it's he's ranting at his employees?
You're back there in Hollywood making movies right now because of us. Because they believe in us and what we're doing. I'm on the phone with every studio at night. Insurance companies. Producers. And they're looking at us and using us to make their movies. We are creating thousands of jobs, you I don't ever want to see it again. Ever. And if you don't do it, you're fired. If I see you do it again, you're gone. And anyone on this crew does it. That's it. And you too, and you too, and you. Don't you ever do it again. That's it. No apologies. You can tell it to the people that are losing their homes because our industry is shut down. It's not going to put food on their table or pay for their college education. That's what I sleep with every night. The future of the industry. So I'm sorry, I'm beyond your apologies. I have told you, and now I want it. And if you don't do it, you're out. We are not shutting this movie down. Is it understood? If I see it again, you're gone. And so are you. So you're going to cost him his job. And I see it on the set, you're gone. And you're gone. That's it. Am I clear? Do you understand what I want? Do you understand the responsibility that you have? Because I will deal with your reason. And if you can't be reasonable, and I can't deal with your logic, you're fired. That's it. That is it. I trust you guys to be here. That's it. That's it, guys.
So, what y'all thought?
He was pissed.
A little angry.
As he should. There was more to that, but I cut it short. He was saying that he's talking to Universal now. He's talking to insurance people. But I think the world needed something like this. You know what I'm saying? Just simply because that he's right. You know, you have people that are fortunate enough to be working right now, and they're asking you to wear your fucking mask. So let me give people a little bit of background. So before the ranting, it looks like they were setting up a shot. And when you're setting up a shot, sometimes it takes an hour or so. Lighting, positioning, cameras, yada, yada, yada. And during that time, it looks like Tom saw some people without wearing masks, and he went on his rant that you guys heard. I think we needed that. I think more of that shit should happen. I hope if it happens again, that he does keep his promise of firing people. I think a lot of people are not taking this shit seriously. People think it's a joke. These non-maskers are saying, "No, it's my right. It's my right." Shit, it's my right too to avoid getting COVID, guy. You know what I'm saying? These productions, they do employ shitload of people, thousands of people, like he said. And just because they employ these people like gaffers, I have some lighting friends, they're not making millions, they're not making thousands. Like they're regular hourly wage people. You know, they're part of unions. If things get shut down, they're shut down. And to me, we needed someone as prominent as a Tom Cruise to have exploded. They caught this on the side. And they obviously sold it to like the Sun for an exclusive. And I know there's going to be the skeptics like, oh, he's doing it because, he owns part of the franchise. He's losing money. But you know what? Even if it is, that's the point. So the fuck what?
Right. I was thinking the same thing.
You're getting people sick. I don't know. I don't want to keep ranting because y'all know how I feel about that.
like in that type of in a working environment, like I get it, you know what I mean? Because like you say, you don't want to get shit shut down, put people out of work and shit like that. So I get that. The only time I have an issue with, like, if I'm out in fucking public and somebody was to like come at me like that, I would have an issue with it. Because like you're not forced to, like at a job place, you're forced to be around people. You know what I mean? You have to report to work. People have to come in, customers, yada yada yada. But like if we're out in public and shit, like the people that like I've heard stories of people yelling at each other, yelling at people across the street, put your fucking mask on. Like
but you're supposed to have the mask on though.
I guess. I don't know.
You're the one that always says you should abide by the law, right? It is a law. You're supposed to wear a mask. You're outside, you wear a mask.
I wear one in a store. Like I don't. If I'm walking out in the wide open fresh air and I'm not around people, I wouldn't wear a mask.
Yeah, I don't either. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. But if I'm going to a store or I know I'm going to be around people, I'll put one on. You know what I mean?
You're walking. Let's say you're walking the cat. A nice little leash, walking the cat.
No, because there's enough space out there that we can avoid each other. Even if we were like, if I'm really that upset, like worried about something, and I see somebody coming, I'm gonna go out of my way to avoid it. So if you feel that strongly about it, you're that worried about it, avoid the fucking person. You know what I mean? In a situation where you're allowed to, like walking out on the street.
Now you guys have to help me because our governor says you're outside. Excuse me. You wear a mask. They've changed the rules. They pushed us back to phase 2, where before, if you were at a restaurant, they sat you down. Let's say you're waiting for your meal, you take the mask off. They figured out, wait a minute. If you have it, let's say you have it. Let's say I have it. And I sat down, I took the mask off, and I'm talking and doing all this until my meal comes. The likelihood of exposing someone with the shit is going to happen. So now the new rule is, you're sitting, waiting for your meal to come, the mask has to be on until you start to eat. How do you feel about that?
I mean, if you have an issue with it, don't go out to eat, I guess.
I think that's just micromanaging. It's like the mask is gonna come off anyways. You know what I mean? Are you just giving it another half an hour of not being like? I think like if we're doing shit like that, just shut the fucking shit down. Just shut it down. Just shut it the fuck down. Like, don't sit here and make people uncomfortable doing all this fucking micromanaging stupid ass shit. Just shut the shit down. Shut it down.
I would probably have to agree with the same. Like, if you're gonna, like you said, if you're gonna do it like that, you might as well just shut it down. You know what I mean?
Like, I don't like it's because when I went to eat, my boys. It was just fucking stupid. Like sitting there with our masks on. I'm like, this is dumb. Like this is dumb. Like, but I mean, the food was good. But still, it was like, if we're gonna be doing all this, like, just shut shit down to the point until we can get it right. Like, yeah, will the economy get fucked up and all this shit? Yeah, it probably will. But you know what? We're all still gonna be here. There's a whole bunch of smart people out there. I think we'll figure it the fuck out. It might suck for a little while, but we can figure it out.
And I think what a big problem I have with it all is like, so I just read a headline the other day. It was like, schools are canceling graduations but allowing sports to continue. So it kind of makes it look like the fucking priorities are fucked up. Oh yeah, you know what I mean? So it's like. Oh, yeah. It's like that, and I think that's my biggest issue with it. Like, don't sit there and say you want everybody to be healthy, but you're still gonna allow this shit because it makes money. Like, you know what I mean? That's my big. If you want people to be healthy, you want to be healthy. You put the health first, but you're not. You're putting money first. So that's why I think that's why I don't take it like as not that I don't take it as seriously, but like I don't. Maybe it is that I don't take it as seriously as some other people do.
I think it's hard to take it serious, like when you have the fucking mayor of Boston shutting shit down, restaurants and all this other shit, but then opening up schools. Like, you can't. That shit is so stupid. It's backwards. It doesn't make any sense. Shut it all down. If we got to shut it down for a month, shut shit down for a month. Whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Like, have a date. Listen, this is what's gonna happen. Whatever. All you doomsday preppers, you guys are already all set. But everybody else, go out there, buy all the fucking toilet paper that you can, and then go home and do whatever the hell it is for the month that we're going to be shut down. But
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you think that a lot of times people tend to react better when they actually see a video as opposed to, because I think a lot of people has a shitload of misinformation.
Yeah.
I think like I went on yesterday waiting for my appointment. I'm watching Charlie Baker kind of just giving his information to the state, right? And I'm reading the comments and people are like, oh, fake news, Trump 2024, this is all fake. And I'm just like, you know what needs to happen? And this is horrible, but whoever gets COVID and it gets really bad, I would ask for their permission to record the whole fucking thing. I'm talking about like Ed TV, the whole thing. So when they're coughing their brains out for 10 days, and then they're placed on a ventilator all the way, so people can actually see that the shit is real. A lot of people still don't believe. They're like, oh, it's make believe, it's propaganda, because they want to put vaccine. They want us to take the vaccine to then inject a little tracker on you and do this and do that. We're not that important, man.
See, so those people, I say you let nature take its course. You hope that they get it, and we just hope that it weeds it out, man. There's 7 billion people in this world. There doesn't need to be 7 billion people in this world. Let's try to weed out the ones we don't need.
I would agree with you, but here's the issue, though, Jay. Right? Those are the same people that we have to share stores with, and when we go to stores, we're gonna get the shit because they're fucking, their cunt ass is real. Like they were just real about, oh, it's whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll sneeze and wipe my hands, or I'll touch every freaking thing. They're not doing what they need to do. So there's a conflict of interest there where you have people that are like saying, I will abide by whatever these rules are to allow us not to die, not to get sick. Let's just say you don't die, but you really get fucked up. Have you guys ever had the flu?
Yeah.
It's bad. Like, the flu's not fun. And they're saying this is nowhere near it. It's worse. And yesterday they reported in England a different form of COVID. So it's mutating.
So what happens when shit's made in labs?
Like the flu, guys. Like the flu. Okay? So I keep saying it.
Well, it's a coronavirus.
Exactly. But a lot of people, just that little piece of knowledge there, Ty, a lot of people
don't know what a coronavirus is.
Right. And to me, it's okay. You don't have to comprehend it, but there has to be like a law. It has to be like a, you know what, cut the shit. And if they want martial law and make this a quick little dictatorship, so we can get rid of it,
I think that's fine.
Because say, hey guys, 2 weeks from now, we're shutting shit down. We're giving everyone direct deposit of this much money.
Yep.
They would have communicated to the big, either like, the Lysols, the food industry and all that, say, hey, pack these stores up. Say, hey, only certain people will be able to work, like the doctors.
Yep.
Say like Oz or Walmart, where they're going to deliver.
Yep.
Uber people, you're contracted by Walmart and all these other people to deliver shit. Go. 2 weeks later, we're shutting it down.
Yep.
Shut it down for a month. Let's figure it all out.
The problem is I feel like nobody's taking that type of an approach. It's literally a fucking take it day by day, figure it out. He's gonna have to. They have to just fucking
measures, man. We need a Tom Cruise. They need
to just do it. And how does the president, they have to vote on that, or can he just do that?
He can't.
He can't, right?
Too many loopholes and everything like that. He has powers to enact certain executive orders, but something like that, I don't think he has the power to do so. He would need Congress to just say, all right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, does it go through them first, or?
Yeah. But here's the problem. There are militias out there now. There are people actually planning to find where they're delivering the vaccines to destroy them.
I bet. Shit. I bet. That's not even far-fetched to think either. That's real.
We live in a weird time, man.
It's because, again, and I've told you guys, I'm Haitian Canadian. I think America is one of the greatest fucking countries in the world.
Well, I say that too. I mean,
but the fact that we allow, there's this freedom, and there's just also this, the word slipping my mind right now, this feeling of I can do whatever the fuck I want here, that is creating this idea in your mind that you can say and preach these facts that are not facts. There's actually bullshit.
I mean,
and I figure out a way of making people accountable. I think people need to like in this podcast, if we say something that's wrong and we're pushing it as an agenda, I think we should be sued. We don't have money for
somebody say that. Joe Rogan said that. Somebody said that, right?
What's his name? Charlemagne.
Oh, Charlemagne said it. Yeah, Charlemagne. Yeah.
I think it needs to happen, man. It's too many, because what has happened is with the internet's basically not free, but it's available to anyone, and you can go live. All you need is just a few people to follow, like we're asking people to follow us, and just pass that message out.
Right.
And if you have enough content and continue saying the same thing over and over and over, you'll kind of create kind of like a cult following, and that's kind of scary. You know, but especially when it's misinformation. That's the part that's scary, when it's misinformation.
Yeah, it's tough. But I mean, the country, that's what the country, I mean, in a way, you almost can just do whatever the hell you want.
Entitlement is what I was looking for. The entitlement.
Yeah. You can pretty much do whatever you want. You kind of are protected to say whatever the hell you want. And what with that, when that happened, I don't think they took into account that with people having that, you're also kind of just expecting them to be responsible with that shit. And a lot of people they're just very, very irresponsible when it comes to stuff like that. Because now you're just doing shit because you can, with no real consequence, because there really isn't any. And that's where the entitlement, that's where we like, that's why like sometimes like when it comes to this democracy, right? In a way, and I could be wrong, but this is just me thinking, or kind of just putting my feeling out there. It almost kind of doesn't make sense to vote sometimes. Mainly because no. Like just listen. I'm only saying this because not in that sense. But I'm only saying that because like because it's a democracy and it's not like a dictatorship, the vote is less important in a democracy than it is in a dictatorship, right? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I think I'm trying.
Like, I'm not saying that voting's unimportant, but I'm saying like when you go and you're voting for somebody because of what they believe or what they're gonna do, it's different than a dictator where you're voting because a dictator could just fucking do what he wants.
Right.
But here, those are just his ideas. That's what he wants to do, but he can't do them without, you know, the backing of other people. That's what I mean. That's okay. You know what I mean. So you know, my point of bringing that up is like when you have these other countries that have dictators and shit like that, they might be fucked up. You know what I mean? They might be fucked up and doing some fucked up shit, whatever. But like right now, that's kind of like what we need for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We need that for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
it's all about balance. I say it all the time. We got to find the balance.
Yeah. Yeah, you do, but I mean, like right now, people are just fucking out there doing whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? Like running around with no mask. Like if I have to wear a mask, like we would be one of the people that would be out, that would work outside of our homes if all this shit happened, right? I know what I need to do, and I'm gonna fucking do that. But there's plenty of people that if this was to happen, they wouldn't do it because they have rights and there's this and there's that and all this other fucking bullshit.
Right.
And it's like, okay, well, we're going to put a pause on these shits for a little bit. And this is what needs to happen. It's nothing personal. It's a fucking pandemic. It's a fucking pandemic. People are fucking dying. People are sick. And we just want to get through this shit.
Yeah.
So
funny how people don't take things seriously or can talk light of things when it doesn't directly affect them.
Yes.
And I think really the issue, which is why I'm begging that someone needs to just, you know, and this is fucked up of me even asking, but someone that's going through this shit, allow a camera crew to record it and just put it out there. We watch them for the length of period of time. Hopefully they get for them to understand the seriousness of how sick you get. Like my brother-in-law, he's doing better now, but he was on the phone, coughing, couldn't speak, was writing notes, just letting us know he got it. The shit is real. I have patients that have died. I have patients that have got it 4 times, 5 times. This is what really hurts my heart, right? So I was watching an artist. I actually need to reach out to him. He's an artist. I don't like to say he's local, but he's out there now. And he had COVID. He beat it, obviously. But he said something that was incorrect. He said that you can't get it again because of antibodies.
Right.
1, you can get the antibodies when you have it. But 2, it doesn't mean that it's going to last forever. It can last a month or 2, and then it's gone. And then you can get it again. So when he was like, nah, when you get it, you're good, you're all set, that is false. 100% incorrect. And I think because of his following, which is pretty big, he'll put a video out there and he's getting 100 plus easy. Right. That tells you that people will listen to him. You see what I'm saying? And I think those are the things that's scary. Again, we got our parents is going to be listening to us because they'll watch the video, or maybe not. I don't think Jay's mom's going to be listening.
He's going to bury this shit.
You know what I mean? We just live in a scary time. And unfortunately, I hate the fact that other people's actions have so much bearing on our lives. You know what I'm saying? And especially more so my kids' lives. Like it's affecting me now. My kids just want to go outside. My kids were outside yesterday breaking ice. And during the summer, like they wanted to play video games. And I'm like, go outside. They're like, we've been in this house too long. And I'm like, what are you doing outside? It's freezing. They're like, we just want to go outside. So they're outside with their gloves and they're just breaking ice. And I'm like, wow.
Bringing it back.
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to love breaking ice.
Oh, shit,
I used to break up Matchbox cars.
With what?
I used to break up Matchbox cars.
Why would you do that?
Hammer. I don't know. I had a whole collection. I had a whole city.
Yo,
that's fucked up.
You just broke them?
My favorite thing to do was take salutes, put the salutes in them, and blow them up.
What is a salute?
The little firecrackers.
He's fucking Sid from Toy Story. Yo, it's crazy.
This is when you insert. Hold on, I'm gonna help you again.
Sid from Toy Story, man.
Right here, bro. You take his face, put it right over here. You put Sid right here. So you did that frequently, or was it just like a one time?
Nah, it was a fairly regular thing.
Till when?
I don't know. I was probably like.
Don't say teen. Lie if you got to.
I was young. I was probably like, I don't know, 10.
Damn. And firecrackers were illegal. They're legal out there too.
Nah, I don't think they were at the time.
That doesn't matter.
This is 1996.
Is a firework
different time.
and a firecracker the same thing?
A fire what?
A firework and a firecracker?
I think fireworks shoot up into the air.
That's why I don't think firecrackers are illegal.
I think they were back then. I don't think they are now.
Yeah, because I was gonna say those.
Because you can buy them in fucking tents on the side of the road now, but you couldn't back in the day.
Right.
Money again.
Root of all evil.
Wow, so you guys made me feel great. I'm about to go. It's 11:50. I got a bunch of people to call. What are you guys doing today?
Work. Versus
Tweeting.
We got Genuine versus Tank today.
Oof.
I thought she said she wasn't doing that.
No, she wanted to do Genuine versus Trey Songz. And I was like, I already got my list ready for Tank. And that's how I baited her into battling me with Avant.
Yo, the baiting that Tyler be doing is insane.
Because I wasn't even gonna battle anymore. But then I was like,
fucking master fisherman.
I was like, fuck it. I'll just bet. I don't care if I lose. I don't care. Like, I've been winning a lot. But it's
like, baiting people into these dumbass battles.
They're not dumb. Justin Bieber versus Miguel. I thought, at least with the crowd, I would have lost that. Jagged Edge and 112, I thought I was gonna lose that one too.
That one I thought could have went either way. Actually, I thought they both could have went either way.
What else? What other ones did I do? Oh, I did Wyclef versus Akon. which I spanked Akon, and then I did yours, the YG verse thing,
Kevin Gates,
and then I did
that was a close one too.
Yeah, and then I did the young M.A. verse Pop Smoke.
Yo, man, y'all gotta record these somehow.
We can't, man. We're not even supposed to have our phones on us.
Right.
Come to work and find a full production. Tell your boss, hold on, just wait a second.
Right.
You got a vibe going right now, son. We might not need this job no more. We're out of here.
But yeah, I do it for fun, man. I do it for fun.
I'm telling you, I think the first get together I have once my house is done, we're gonna have a versus battle night. I'm gonna send out the invite.
That would be dope.
Tell everybody to pick their artists. We'll make matchups and we'll make it happen.
That would be dope.
Listen, question for y'all: do you watch the Celtics?
Yeah, they lost last night though.
You know I hate the NBA.
They lost last night.
So I'll invite Tyler. I won't invite you, Jay. I might have a online party for the Celtics game or something
via Zoom.
Yeah. Well, not via this. I can get 10 people on here.
Oh, on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. You know, flex our muscle a little bit.
Right.
Talk a little bit. I'm trying to get the hell out of here. Yo, Steve Bertoni, our friend Steve Bertoni was so mad, right? Because he gets like his facts from Scal, which is his friend, right? Mm-hmm. And we were telling him, I was like, yo, we need to get Kemba the fuck out of here. He was like, no, trust me. And I was like, you're just regurgitating what other people are saying on Sports Talk. My eyes are telling me that Kemba is not a true point guard. He's a two guard, and something's off. This was before the stem cell and the knee and everything. And he was like pissed. This was at one of Jeff's barbecues. And me and Jeff were like, you're not watching the games. I'm like, I would trade him now. Guess what Danny Ainge did? You got a shitload of point guards. Got a veteran in Teague, which was, I think, clutch, very clutch. And now he got Kemba over here doing stem cell in his knee and can't play till fucking January.
Yeah.
He's broken goods, man.
Yeah. I mean, they fucked him up in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Like, just ran him to the ground. Jordan sucks as a thing. I'm gonna say that right now. Jordan's a fucking horrible example.
Money. He got a NASCAR team now.
Yeah, he needs to go. He needs to go somewhere. He needs to go somewhere. He really does. I'm fucking tired of him.
Big money. Good luck, Gordon Hayward.
Where did he go? He went to Charlotte?
Yeah.
Yes.
They signed him for 4 years, $120 million.
Tripping.
I was like, wow. Okay, there you go.
I'm a geek, and me and Jeff were talking about this, and I know Jay don't give a fuck, but so
I pay attention at least just so I can be relevant in the conversation. I prefer the NBA over politics.
So Dwight Howard,
who
won a chip last year with LeBron, is only, and I'm only saying only, but is only making $2 million this year on a 1-year contract. Crazy. Hey, yo, Dwight, I could have been your agent. I would have got you more.
Yeah, he could have easily got 20 somewhere.
Like, you're just a big man that people need rebound. The Celtics.
He's like a fucking. Isn't he like a fucking dickhead though?
He's a dickhead, but he can't be a dickhead right now.
Nope, because his career is winding down.
Yeah,
but if he got $20 million, he could be a dickhead because he's already getting $20 million, so he don't care.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but that depends on the team where he's at too. Like,
reality sunk in. Like, he's not the illest. Yeah. So,
and he just played with two of the best basketball players in the world. Or you know what I mean? Like, I mean, was he like? He was great. He was at one point easily the best big man in the league.
Yeah, without
question. But he fucked himself. You know,
short-lived. He fucked up. He did
fuck himself. So
yeah, he could. He should. I don't think that he's a Hall of Famer, but he should have been.
Yeah, he should have been. He would have been. If he would have just stayed there, he would have been fine. Would have been fucking fine. But who am I?
Oh.
You know.
Yo, Jay, so to make you feel good, how's your hockey looking?
I think we have a start date of January 15th, I believe it is. Okay. Looking at like a 56-game schedule.
Are they playing in the arenas?
They are playing in the arenas. They're separating. So they separated the divisions by regions essentially. So like the whole Northeast, the whole South, the whole West, and all of Canada.
So Bruins are fucked.
No.
I think it's a little bit tougher. Well, though I don't know. They used to have Tampa in their league. They don't have. I mean, in their division, they don't have Tampa no more.
Philly though.
But Philly's
fine.
borderline. I think they have Pittsburgh. I think
we got Washington.
I think it's Boston. I think Washington maybe. I think it's Boston, New York, New Jersey, Buffalo. Oh, maybe Montreal. Not actually. I don't know. I'd have to look at it. No, Montreal. Canada is all one division. Canada's all of Canada because Canada don't want Americans fucking going up there. So
every 100 American that died, this is a stat. I've confirmed it. Every 100 person that's died or passes here in America, only 40 Canadians die. So they understand how real this fight is.
There's a couple I saw yesterday. A couple nations said they are COVID free. New Zealand was one, and I want to say somewhere in Europe, Italy, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, they run a little different. When they say shit, they force it.
And like you said, maybe that's what needs to be done for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
My life, me and Tyler still have to go to work 40 plus hours a week.
My
anyway.
life wouldn't change.
It don't fuck. That's the thing is my life doesn't change at all.
It wouldn't change anything for me.
Can't go to bars. All that's.
I haven't been going to bars for fucking 6 months.
Places have been open though.
Huh?
Some places have been open. Oh, here.
I've been to a couple and like bars suck because you can't even mingle. You have to just sit at your table. So it's
you have
not
to sit
even
in your cubicle if you're at the bar.
Yeah. I've been to a couple of restaurants. Like I would go to a restaurant to eat, but as far as a bar goes to just have drinks, I wouldn't even do it right now.
Last question for you guys. Last question.
Strip clubs are the worst.
So have you guys, I know Jay has because he's invited me. I unfortunately didn't get to go. Like a reggae night, right? Have you guys ever heard of like Juve?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think there will ever be a Juve like there used to be ever again? Or that's gone?
Ever again?
Yeah. Like that vibe, that feeling, that closeness.
No.
You don't think so?
No, me neither.
No. I think you give it a couple years.
There's too much crime.
No, not based on the crime. I'm talking about the coronavirus shit.
Corona and just...
because of Corona and shit? Yeah, I still think so. Yeah.
So you think we're gonna be like? You think we're gonna turn into what is it? I don't know if it's. I think it's China where people just walk around with masks all the time and shit.
I don't know all the time, but that's going to be the new norm. I know even when they say it's gone, I will still probably practice that and still do social distancing. When I was at the hospital, I like the way that things are moving. I don't like that there's a million people for one person there, like family members hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm saying, I think if you're there, hey, you have a cell phone, there's FaceTime, you can communicate with people. Yes, to your family, get the fuck out of here. And I'm talking about it from both a provider's perspective and just a person that just used it. Like I went in when they're like, hey, Cliff, we're going to do a chest x-ray. Boom. They got me in, they got me back, they got me results. It's just more efficient. And you can see it's not chaotic as it was. It makes sense.
It's true.
But I listened to some music with my brother and I was like, damn, these days are gone. We used to just wine pun it.
I don't know. I think it will be back. I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. I don't think like as soon as the floodgates open, everybody's gonna run out. But I think if
5 years,
you're gonna have a little bit of people that do that. They go out and whatever, and then we'll see what happens. And then, but if the numbers don't start going back up, I think people will try to get as close to normal as possible.
We shall see, man.
We'll see.
Am I gonna see you around the holidays?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Show me your COVID test. I got
tested every other week, buddy.
We get tested all the time.
Wait a minute. I have a question for you because I just got tested. Did they do 1 or 2?
We do 2.
They only did 1 at the hospital, and the Q-tip thing is smaller now.
Yeah, it's smaller and it doesn't have to go up as far. It just has to go like to the top of your thing. But
yeah.
I actually just got my result back from my last one today. I'm negative.
And you are?
Negative. I've actually taken 3 in the last 3 weeks because they fucked up. So I had to go fucking take an extra one.
I've taken 3 too. It's been a lot. Shit's annoying, but hey, at least I'm clean.
Are you used to it now?
I mean, it's definitely so. The first time we went, we had to go to Gillette, and it was like Area 51, and like they touched our brain. It's not. It's never that. It's never been that bad again.
I did it too. That's when I was like, they went all the way up. I was like, oh
yeah,
no,
like it was bad.
And I'm like, what?
And then they're like, drive away.
You know that the nurse that was there, the people that work there, they don't have to get tested. I think that's bizarro.
That's just crazy.
We'll
I don't think, so my sister works in a hospital that was COVID only for a while, and I don't know if she had to get tested either, unless she felt symptoms.
That doesn't make sense. We'll leave this for another day. That doesn't make sense.
We'll table it. We'll table it.
We didn't get to a lot of shit today. We had a fairly decent agenda.
Did we?
I mean, you sent a paragraph.
I'm sorry. No, you asked me a question. Oh, we forgot about that.
Yeah.
Christmas. It's no big deal. Maybe we'll.
No, we don't have one more episode before Christmas.
Are you guys free in between? Maybe we can slide one in real quick.
I'm free.
Just gotta deal with this goddamn snow fucking later today and tomorrow.
Be careful out there, man.
Got the blower, baby. I actually almost ate a tree.
I said he had to change his tire. You get your tires changed?
On what?
No.
I said he had to get his tires changed.
I didn't get it yet. Fuck GM, by the way.
Oof.
Fuck GM, because I've bought in 3 control arms, right? 3. So the first one I got, they sent me a whole big fucking wishbone, like a regular control arm that you would think. But that's not what my car has. My car has single bone. They're all individual pieces. Huh?
What kind of car?
Cadillac 2015 CTS. So like they're all individual pieces. Just extra fucking stupid shit, whatever. Boom, wrong one, send it back. Order another one. Wrong one, send it back. Order another one. This one looks like it's gonna fit. We get it. We take the old one off. My boy Ian, shout out to Ian, takes it off. And he's like, yeah, this looks a lot meatier than this one. Then there's no place to put my load sensor on. So my fucking TPS sensor would have been going off. And it's just a fucking mess. So we have to physically go to a GM dealership and show them that they keep sending the wrong fucking part.
That's insane, bro.
It's a headache. So, I mean, I want to get the tires. It's just I have to get an alignment and stuff like that. And it's like, if I have to change the control arm, I'm not going to get tires and all that shit, an alignment, change the fucking thing, and then get another alignment again. So. But,
yeah.
I mean,
this is where I'm happy to have a
lease. There's enough tread on there. They're fine. I got all-wheel drive too, so it's not too terrible.
Truck, yeah?
Huh?
You got a big boy truck.
You got a big boy truck?
No, you got a big boy truck.
It's a car.
It's a car.
That's a car.
Yeah.
That has 3 things for a control arm?
Yeah, it's a Cadillac thing, I guess.
Wow.
It's just newer stuff. It's newer. Like it's like it's the lower rear, then there's an upper front, and then there's like it's fucking all out of
here. Smooth. Caddy just be smooth.
I mean, it rides nice, even with fucking low profile tires. That's the only thing that sucks is the low pros. They make the ride a little rougher, but still fine,
Yeah. Shit. Better than me. All right, man. Love y'all. Y'all be good. We're out of here. Different Perspective, the podcast. Stay tuned.
Enjoy yourselves. Keep a lookout for the Twitter. Keep a lookout on the Twitter and the Instagram stuff. We're gonna start polling.
Share that shit. I mean, you know what? Scuba. Share. Not Scuba. This clip to be clipped up and edited. Share.
I can't hear you guys this time for real. If it worked earlier, but it didn't work going out.
On that note, this is the outro. Okay.
Fuck it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for your further listening pleasure,